It's no secret that I buy a lot of books, and the main reason I buy a lot of books is because I've heard of them or they were recommended to me. But I have a few books that I picked up solely based on the cover or the title. This book is Skipping Christmas, and I simply love the cover. It is probably one of my all-time favorite covers of any book that I have. It's just gorgeous. When the Hobbit movie came out, I went on a search for the books in the thrift store, figuring that with all the copies being sold, I'd be able to find one. But it wasn't the case. It took me 2 years after the first movie came out for me to actually find a copy. And that was this version of it. But when I found this green colored copy, I simply had to have it too. I love both of these book covers. Now this one is probably one of my all-time favorite copies of any book, along with Skipping Christmas, simply because of its cover. I didn't pick it up solely for my cover. It was a required reading for one of my literature classes, and this was the copy they had on sale in the bookstore, and I'm glad they did because this copy of Moby Dick is so pretty. The back is wonderful too. And take note, whoever's designing book covers, but the inner flaps, it's a paperback copy, but they have inner flaps like a hardcover, and they have gorgeous illustrations too, and so well designed and really, really nice. These next few books I picked up solely for their titles, not knowing anything about them. This one is Bring Me the Head of Prince Charming. Then I have The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. The Elegance of the Hedgehog. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Now I know this one is a Sherlock Holmes reference, and I believe the story is about an autistic kid who gets blamed for killing a dog, and he has to clear his name. This one is The Particular Sadness of Lemon Cake. I love the cover too. I found while looking for this list that I have a lot of blue covered books that I picked up just based on the cover. But this one I actually read, and it is fairly good. It's an interesting take on a story because it has supernatural elements on it, but they're not really the focus of the story. It's more of a day-to-day, this is my life kind of situation, it was interesting. It really was. This one is The Happiness Project. I love the cover, and I also like the title. The main reason I picked it up, though, is I am on a memoir kick, and I believe this one is a memoir.